So, yep, it's not clickbait. This is going to be the end of this channel, at least for the foreseeable future. Now, I kind of hinted at this at the beginning of the year, my Christmas wrap-up video, and basically there's three main reasons why I'm at least putting this on pause. So number one is time. And I've got a job, I've got a special needs child to look after, I've got my own life, and creating YouTube videos on a weekly basis takes up a lot of time. It's that simple. Now, by the time you create a blog, by the time you do a thumbnail, by the time you get a newsletter out, come up with the idea, potentially do a POC or a demo, and then actually record the video on a weekly basis, it's a bunch of time. Now, for my work, sometimes I need to travel. So sometimes I go to Puerto Rico and America. I've been to Barcelona this year twice. I'm also going away next week to London. So actually finding the time to actually record videos on top of everything else is really hard. Now, the second reason, super simple, it's just around growth, because I'm getting to that stage, which I knew I would, where my channel's not really growing. In fact, the growth is pretty small now. Now, this is really simple because if you go and look at, say, Umbraco, Episerver, Contentful, if you look at other influencers or people doing YouTube stuff, you'll all notice that none of them have hundreds of thousands of views for doing the content I create. Now, one problem with the YouTube algorithm is that if I do a bunch of different niche topics that I like CMS experimentation, then your channel really does suffer. And if you look at all the people with great growth, all that kind of stuff, it's because they do topics which there's a lot of interest and they focus on one thing. Now, if I'm honest, I could just do .NET or I could just focus on something where I do have a bigger audience. However, it doesn't really motivate me. Now, the third thing is around negativity. And the one thing I've found over doing content for 10 years is that at the beginning, everyone was like, this is brilliant. We've got loads of comments. Even when I started this channel, everyone was very positive. I got lots of likes and there was lots of engagement in the comments. Now, I'm not saying there's a bunch of people who have supported me over the years. They still give me lots of support. They buy my book. There's someone who's even subscribed to my GitHub monthly Patreon thing, which is amazing. And the people who really support this channel, you'll know who you are watching this, and I really appreciate you. However, what I notice when I look at kind of bands, TV shows, I like wrestling. If you look at the comments on YouTube, social media, there's just a growing number of negative comments around anything. Now, if I'm spending my Sunday not spending time with my kids when it's sunning and I'm spending YouTube videos, when you post it, if it doesn't really get watched or someone just goes, oh no, you need to do a white background or why have you got a dyslexic font? It's because I'm dyslexic. Then why should I bother putting that effort in? So on top of this, kind of you haven't got enough time, your channel's not growing, and then when you post content, you get negative comments. You just kind of think, why bother? So moving on in the future, I'm not sure if this is going to be the complete end of this channel. Now, I am an active Umbraco MVP, and to remain an active Umbraco MVP, I do need to create Umbraco related videos, maybe 6 or 8 throughout the year. So there is a chance if I take a 2 or 3 month break that I might just record a few more videos. I know the new version of Umbraco and .NET, it all comes out in December. So maybe I take 6 months off, and then if I feel like it, I'm going to start off again in 6 months time. However, I might just go on to different projects, like I want to rebuild my website. Potentially I might go into something better, like creating a new book. And while I'm doing this, then I don't have the time to do that. The other thing, I'm actually getting to a stage where I'm turning down freelance work, which actually pays me money to create these videos. So maybe I just do freelance work, I'll end up getting paid more money. So for the people who have supported me, who've watched this channel, thanks very much. Yeah, I thought I'd record this because sometimes when you just see people who post regularly and then they don't post regularly, you kind of think, oh, did they get hit by a car or something happened? So none of that. I'm just going to spend a bit more time, hopefully to work on bigger projects, blah, 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 blah. Sure, you don't care that much, but good luck.